Hello everyone, this is a special video for our November 2023 students who are now gearing up for the May 2024 exams. As you know, the course is changing and hence there is a lot of uncertainty in the minds of the students. However, we have tried to prepare this video to kind of clear out all your questions that do come. What are the additional notes we need to refer? From where do we get them? Are there any separate videos? How do we tackle the MCQs? For at least the two papers FR and AFM, for the integrated business case study paper number 6, we'll have a separate video, and also for intermediate students, we'll have a separate video. So let's jump on to the CA final content for FR and AFM. First, going on to FR, the cumulative impact I would say is around 5 to 8 marks. The only two changes that have happened over here are two new topics, which are theory topics which are added, that is technology and ethics, and in return there are two theory topics of CSR and integrated reporting that are removed. So over here, if you have studied CSR and integrated reporting earlier, you don't need to refer that. Instead, you will have to refer technology and ethics, for which if you have taken lecture from us, we have kind of uploaded a separate folder called as amendments in the Google Drive. If you can't find it, please do contact with our team, where we have shared the PDFs as well as the videos. For students who have not taken classes from us, we will be sharing the notes for these chapters on our Telegram channel. So please access them from the Telegram channel. Also for the MCQs, we have shared MCQs separately on our Google Drive, and also we have shared an MCQ file on Telegram, so you can refer the MCQs over there. Other than that, in your financial reporting core preparation, nothing changes. So do we need to buy separate lectures or books for May 24? Well, I don't think you need them separately. Unless you have very old books, you can then decide if you need them separately. But otherwise, if you have fairly recent material, you don't really need them separately, because merely because of the new course, there is not a significant change. If you were comfortable from where you had studied earlier, where you had prepared earlier, continue with that. Unless you found some logical or conceptual flaws, then you may decide if you want to change. But otherwise, merely because a new course is coming, I would not say that you need to change your material or buy new lectures separately, unless you feel that there was any other issue. Second, when it comes to AFM, in AFM, the impact is slightly more. I would say it's around a 12 to 14 mark impact. One chapter on advanced capital budgeting has been added, which is the only direct practical addition, I would say. It's a good addition. I mean, in the sense, it's relatively scoring, it's much more manageable. Currently, the institute material which is there is exactly the same as the CA inter material. By and large, same as the CA inter material, which was there for capital budgeting, the risk analysis part. Again, the notes and the videos for the same we have shared with our AFM students on the Google Drive. There will be a folder on amendments. Refer that. If you can't find it, please do connect with our team. We will share the numbers in the description as well. For students who have not taken classes from us, we will be sharing the notes for these on Telegram as well. These would be open files. You can refer it from Telegram. So this is advanced capital budgeting, the direct practical part. Other than that, when you look at derivatives, in derivatives there are two changes. One is a practical change where there are three fairly complex illustrations, I would say, which have been added on the real option side: growth options, abandonment options, etc. So these are three fairly complex illustrations. You should refer them on the real option side in the derivative section. And apart from that, there are a lot of theory level changes for which separate notes and videos you can access. There would be a lot of weather derivatives, credit default swaps, electricity derivatives. All of these are a lot of fancy words, but to be honest, I would expect, at least to start with, a theory on this, not directly a practical question, because institute material currently does not have it. Having said that, well, the institute can very well ask a question, so your base for your regular derivatives can very well be applied even to an energy or a weather derivative. So as of now, focus on the practical part for derivatives, and the theory part in case it comes, or specifically catering to an MCQ, you can kind of deal with that. Next is the chapter on business valuation, which was earlier called corporate valuation. In this, there are a lot of other types of valuations that have been added. So there is valuation of startups, digital platforms, professional firms, distressed firms, going concern valuation, etc. Currently, as the institute study material stands, it is pure theory. we will try to devise a few questions from this theory, because I do expect that institute may land up with a possible practical problem. You can solve it, it will be a direct problem if it comes, but as we speak it is theory. Give us some time, we will definitely share once the practical content is ready. We'll have to kind of work on that independently and separately, because the institute material does not currently have it, but give us some time for that. Otherwise the theory files uh, for business valuation and the videos as well, we will be sharing in due course. There are a few other theory changes in other chapters. I would not put a lot of weight behind that. However, we have prepared a compiler. We will share that compiler and you can just review that just to be assured of those theory changes. I would not put a lot of weight behind that. So the new things that will come in AFM will largely be a capital budgeting question for sure. Maybe something from the derivative side, either on the practical side, a real option question, or on the MCQ side of the new additions. Business valuation, definitely I do expect a theory level question or an MCQ, or maybe in a later attempt a practical question. And the few other changes, we have a short compiler we have prepared covering all of that. You can just refer that just to soothe your nerves. I don't really see anything exam worthy directly being added over there, but nevertheless we'll share that. Again, for the MCQs, we will share a separate file that should be done probably in a week or so. We will share that in our Google Drive as well as on Telegram, so you can access it directly. Unfortunately, in AFM, there have been no deletions. So, do I again need to buy new books, new content, new lectures? My answer remains the same. Merely because of the new course, I don't think you need them. We will share, or whomever you have taken your class and you need to kind of refer them. These new topics will be shared separately. In the existing topics, if you take stuff like foreign exchange or maybe portfolio, there are no significant changes on the numerical side which warrants you to change your way of learning or your method of preparation. So you can continue with the same. Again, if you feel that you had a conceptual gap earlier, or the coverage was not exhaustive earlier, or your books were very old and you need to decide whether you want to take, then you can take a separate decision, but not merely because there is a new course. So these are the changes which are there in FR and AFM for the new syllabus. Obviously, we would want to do a much more detailed preparation as well, because the cases in the integrated business case study will also come from, let us say, FR. Like you had GFRS earlier, so you had detailed cases which can be used as basis over there, not just for FR but even for things like a tax and international tax, etc. So we'll put a separate video for that. But I just had a lot of questions from students regarding the change because from November 23 to May 24. I hope this video addresses most of your concerns. If you have anything else, please do write in the comments box. We'll try to kind of resolve those queries as well. Hope your preparations are or will fall in line or in track in the due course. We will share a lot of revision videos, updates as well in the near future. So hang on and be confident. I'm sure you are going to kind of do wonders in the coming attempt. Have a good time. Bye bye. Take care.